Yeah, you did it. You did perfect.
How about it, boys and girls?
Did it work?
All right.
Yeah.
I think I did it right.
High score. What's that
I think
mean?
I did it.
What's that mean? What's high score?
Did I break it?
Did I break it?
All right. It's everybody's
If you don't know what
favorite
movie
time of the
that's
week.
from, then I'm not
Grandma's
talking
Boy.
to you.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Cody. We got Walsh, Joe. We're TLD. We're live. This is the time of the week where we try to interact with you guys on a one-on-one basis, rather than just through comments on our YouTube or comments on Facebook or Instagram. This is our opportunity to engage with you guys and answer questions and talk about cool stuff. So,
Angry Sarge already knows.
Joe's over here. Huh?
Angry Sarge is already calling out what Joe's doing.
Yeah. Spending my time wisely, Angry Sarge. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't have the dexterity in my finger right now to be doing this, but it is what it is.
So you guys are wondering what we were laughing at the beginning. Cody has been in control of the live stream, and this episode today, he did it absolutely perfect. So we were giving him big kudos for doing all the controls and the intros and the videos.
You got to think it easy to have that countdown and then the intro and then all of our pretty faces sitting here smiling and cheese grating, I guess. I don't know what this is called.
But I had longer than 30 seconds to learn it, so...
Yeah, you had
like just a couple.
You had a minute and 30 seconds this time. Good job, Cody. What do you think?
Now next week, there's no promises that it'll go that smooth next week. So we'll see.
It's a case by case basis.
Thank you guys for coming out again tonight. For our OG guys, welcome back. We love you guys. For our new people, this is where we come every Thursday at 8:30 to chat with you guys, and obviously we got our main videos that we try to put out 1 to 2 a week if we can. Everybody's got life going on right now, especially with school cranking back up, and summer's almost over. So
Misfit's giving me grief. You say Walsh back with the basic background, like I was literally too busy to set everything up. I was like, y'all are just getting the door. Like, sorry, that's what Joe gets tonight. No study tonight.
Yeah,
you get the bathroom door.
Yeah, and I got so excited about doing the intro right that I forgot that I got to run the comments too. So.
Don't we normally have people talking to us?
Yeah.
Corporate Ragnar, what's up?
Yeah, for our new viewers, either you're really bored or you clicked the wrong button, but welcome.
Welcome, yeah. So Corporate's been talking to me a bunch. We've been talking a ton on Instagram. We've actually been doing some, he's been giving some advice testing with the Staccato. He's been talking to me a lot about how they've really been pushing to make it be a duty weapon, but with his background, there's some challenges in seeing if that's possible. So kind of goes hand in hand of what we're talking about. Like we want to see how it compares to like a P320 or like just like a Glock. Like, do you want a super expensive gun to run as a duty weapon, or do you just want the basic stuff? Like, which one runs better? So we've been talking about some different things to test. I got to run some 114 grain through it.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're comparing it to a P320 for a duty weapon, then the Staccato win. I haven't heard of one dropping and shooting somebody. Like, I love how your point is always the 320. Like, your basis of comparison always the 320.
It's cheap. Well, it's what I have. It's cheap and it's easy and it works and it's accurate.
It's not. I wouldn't call it cheap.
Well, I mean, not in this current configuration. I mean, yeah, I agree.
No.
But still, like,
well,
five.
I mean,
let's say
if you buy. But like the Army's passing it out with you get 2 different slides and grip modules and all kinds of jazz. Like you basically get 2 guns in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
except for only one shoots at a time.
Not anymore.
And it's pretty much the same price as buying 2 guns. That's my big thing with the dude. When they came out with it, I was super excited. I almost bought one. And then I started looking into the prices, and it's like, wait a minute. So I can buy that gun, and then I have to buy a new lower slide barrel for it, and I drop the trigger pack in, and the lower slide barrel and everything that I have to buy to drop the trigger pack in is only $50 cheaper than buying a whole new gun.
Okay, I'll give you that.
This is pointless.
Yeah. Angry Sarge, so there's a later comment, Cody. I know we're going through some beginning ones, but Sarge does bring up a good point way at the end that I want to talk about when we get to that point. But he says, no on a duty weapon for the Staccato. Once you shoot at someone, it goes into evidence, and that's very expensive gun storage. And I'd be
That's true.
Yep.
I'd probably carry something that's just hot trash. And whoops, like that's gonna be in an evidence locker for a while.
Ta-da!
Yeah,
that's true. And depending on the police department, it might be in evidence for a long time.
Yeah, I think Angry started saying he was in there for 2.5 years.
That's on the quick.
Yeah,
that's on the quick. Especially if there are questions on the shooting. That sucker might be in there for
here's something
5 to 10 years.
I know
Sam
nothing
Fisher.
about. Anybody got a good sight recommendation for a 20 gauge Remington 870?
Yeah, a bead sight.
Ghost sights.
Why?
Ghost rings.
A bead sight? A bead sight isn't super accurate, but a bead sight is going to be the fastest sight that you can put on a shotgun. That's why people that shoot competition just shoot with a bead sight. Just put a bead sight on it, man. If you're having a hard time seeing the back bead or whatever, you can paint that one, or you can put a fiber optic on the front bead. Take the front bead out and put a little fiber optic. But honestly, shotgun more line of sight than it is actually aiming.
Yeah.
Just aim slightly in front of your target and follow the target with a shotgun, and you'll hit it every time.
And then shoot at them.
Yeah. I got a suggestion. Get rid of the 870. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. It was a joke.
I'm looking for.
But I mean, if you want a red dot on it and you want to, put something on top of it, I don't know if your stuff is already milled or, screwed, drilled, and threaded. Then yeah, just your typical red dot. Any decent red dot that keeps a 0 will hold just fine on a 20 gauge.
Misfit says he has a good comment. What about a little pistol dot like a 507C?
I would say a little bit too small, in my opinion. And because with a pistol, you're reached all the way out and you kind of do full lockup, right? So you get that line of sight. A shotgun, a little bit different. Imagine putting a little baby red dot on a rifle, right? Like you tried that, right, Walsh?
Yeah, it doesn't work so good.
Yeah, wasn't a fan, right? But the bigger red dots, like the Sig Romeo, just name off some, the Hollow Sun, I don't know,
all the others. Yeah,
Aim Point. If you want to spend $800, it's bigger glass. That's what I put on it. If you're wanting to really put a red dot or something, but the whole point of a shotgun is not to have to aim. Are you shooting slugs? Are you hunting with it and shooting slugs, or are you shooting like just double-aught buck, bird shot, 7.5 shot, stuff like that? If you are, don't put anything on it. Shoot with both eyes open and don't even close an eye. Don't even aim. It's the point of a shotgun.
This is what he says, Joe. He goes, I got a rifle barrel on it with the Deer Slayer sights, high-res fiber optic, red and green. Not doing it for me. I'll give that bead a try.
Well, if you have, if you're shooting rifled slugs or rifled barrel, honestly, I think that would be a perfect candidate for a low-powered LPVO. I think that I hadn't thought of that before. What about a shotgun? I don't like LPVO on 223, but I think that would be a perfect candidate for it if you're using it as like a deer gun or something like that. There are a lot of states that you can only hunt with shotgun or straight walled cartridges, especially back in the East Coast and stuff. But if you're using it for hunting and stuff, then like a 1x4, 1x6 LPVO might be a perfect candidate for that.
Yeah, because he's saying it's a slug gun rifled barrel.
Yeah. I would look into LPVO. I think you'd be really happy with that, because then you could have, almost no magnification, not truly 1, but almost no magnification. You could crank it up to 6, and that would be plenty for the range of that. I mean, what's the maximum effective range that you're going to shoot a deer with that? 200 yards?
Yeah.
So I think an LPVO would actually be perfect. And Walsh, what was our favorite? I have the one that we didn't like.
The primary arms 1x6 second focal plane. Even a 1x4, I think would be fine. I would do second focal plane. There's no point in doing first focal plane. It's going to annoy you because you're going to want that one. Don't do that.
Do second focal plane, primary arm, discount codes on our website. If you want to save a little bit of money, but the second focal plane from primary arms, I think would be an awesome candidate for that.
So,
and the reticle will be a little bit off, but you'll know. Just go out and shoot at 50, 100, 150 to 200 yards and see what your slug drop is, and you'll know where to aim, man. I think that would be a good candidate.
Yeah. So we're going back a question, going to a different one. I'm just going to steal this for a second, Cody. Misfit says, is the consensus that a shotgun is a bad option for home defense? I'm kind of curious what you guys think. I'm not a big shotgun guy, but I'm curious what you guys think.
I'm going to let Cody speak first.
So I'll answer this real quick, but I'm going to jump out and restart my computer and come back because y'all are real choppy. It's probably my Wi-Fi, but
all right. Well, then let me
have
answer it and you jump out.
all right, I'll be right back.
Yep. Okay. A shotgun is probably the best home defense weapon that you can ever own in your life. Anybody can shoot it. It's stupid simple. It hardly ever malfunctions. Ammo is decently cheap for it. You don't have to aim with it. You just point and shoot. And if you're using like 7.5 birdshot, it's going to destroy what's in front of it. But don't quote me on this. But 7.5 birdshot isn't powerful enough to go through 2 sheets of drywall and into the next room and still kill your family member. Also, I've been shot, like I've been out hunting, dove especially, because they're so small and everybody just shoots in wild direction. But I've been hunkered down and been peppered with birdshot. Like not from close, but you just hear it hitting the leaves and stuff, and then it hits you and you're like, what the Sorry, I can't curse. You start yelling, and then I got shot again, so I just started shooting in random directions into the air, trying to prove a point. But like after a certain amount of distance with 7.5, even 8, you can go all the way up. But after a certain distance, it's not even close to being lethal. Like, you might put somebody high out with it, at 100-ish, 200 yards or whatever. So you don't have to worry about the neighbor. You don't have to worry about your kids. You don't have to worry about anything like that. And there's just something mentally about a shotgun, man. Shotgun are absolutely devastating. Think about it. If you do double aught buck, right? How many ball are in double aught buck? I don't know. I think 8. So there are 8 steel ball. I think they're 30 millimeter or something like that. 30 cal. Correct me in the comments. I don't know all that, but there's like 8 of them, and they're like 30 cals all coming out of the barrel at once. And as long as you're within, 30 to 60 yards, it acts just like a 9mm bullet. Only you just hit them with 8 9mm bullets in one pull of the trigger. They're absolutely devastating. Yeah. And like put a slug in it, and level 3 body armor will stop a slug out of a 12 gauge shotgun. It will stop it. It will not penetrate through the Kevlar mesh, but that person will not survive. It's like
they're down.
Yeah, put on level 3, lay on the ground, and have somebody swing a sledgehammer hard as they can into your chest. Is that sledgehammer going to go through the body armor? Nope. It's not. Are you going to survive that? Nope, you're not. Nope. That's why I argue with people all the time that the judge, Taurus Judge, and Smith & Wesson made one also, is like the ultimate home defense gun. Because you can put 2 410, it's a 5-shot, so you can load it all up with 410 shotgun, or you can put like 2 or 3 410 shotgun and then have 45 long Colt for the rest of the rounds. So like you fire twice with the 410 shotgun. Oh man, there's still more threats, or they're still coming. They didn't get the message that this was the wrong house. You have 45 long Colt to follow it up with. I think a shotgun is if every home should own a shotgun. That's what I think.
So, yeah, so 12 Bravo Tax says, I'm in the opposite camp. Misfit. Shotgun makes a damn good home defense weapon. Like you said, Joe, double of buckshot deals massive body damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's devastating, man. There's no putting Humpty Dumpty back together again after he falls off of that wall, dude. There isn't. You can't stop the bleeding fast enough. I mean, maybe if you hit him in the leg, but if you hit him in this area right here where you should be aiming, if you hit them in that, the ambulance won't make it there in time.
Yeah.
Even if you had a surgeon that lived next door, they're not going to survive that.
Switching to Sam, what Sam was saying about the shotgun he was talking about a minute ago when we were talking about the LPVO on it. He says it's a home defense shotgun, so it's going to be used in the low light situations for the most part. So then, yeah, I think we go back to the bead situation you mentioned earlier. So he's just going to use it.
I would, but honestly, I would get a different shotgun for home defense. A rifled barrel. I would get rifled slugs if you really want to shoot slugs, but I can't say that, man. If you live out on 50 acre and you have no kids, then shoot away with slugs. But if you got kids, if you got a spouse, if you got walls that you don't want to shoot through in your house, I would honestly go with birdshot, maybe double-aught buck. Double-aught buck will go through a couple sheets of drywall though, so you got to be careful with double-aught buck. But it's even more important because we all know this, right? I'm just trying to remind everybody. It's even more important because with a shotgun, you're looking at over penetration for a rifle, right? But for a rifle, you're aiming at a person and going through that. I won't say a person. You're aiming at a threat. Even a grizzly bear can break into your house, right? So you're aiming at a threat. It's going through that threat, and how far is it going after that? 5.56. Yes, it has over penetration, but as we all know, the round tumbles, so it actually loses a lot of momentum. It kind of goes off in different places and whatnot. Going through a threat, across the street, through plywood, siding, drywall into a neighbor house, probably not going to happen with a 5.56, especially if you shorten that barrel to reduce the speed. With a shotgun, you're not aiming at a area this big. You know what I mean? After you pull that trigger, depending on the choke that you have in it and everything else, you can get quite a wide spread even at short distances. So you got to think one of those double-aught buck might miss. And that's not what you want going into your kiddo's room right behind bad guy.
Yeah.
And you do not want to be in the situation where you hear something go bump in the night and you're walking around your house, clearing your house, and you see the threat and you go, oh crap, but I can't shoot because that's my kid's room. That's the wall to my kid's room behind them. And you have to loop around and shoot them at a different angle. Everybody thinks, oh, a bump in the night, I'm going to jump up from my bed, I'm going to aim at the front door, and there's my threat. It's not how it happened, man. People go through the front door, but they also go through downstairs window, upstairs window, back glass doors.
Chimney.
Chimney.
It happens at Christmas all the time.
Yep.
Zachary,
stealing cookies.
It's just happens every year. I can't sort it out. Zachary said like what you were saying. Honestly, 12 gauge with $16 a birdshot will get the job done. So yeah, kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
A lot of Corbett Ragnar says shotgun's great.
Yep. And there's nothing like the psychological of racking a shotgun. I mean, that will stop most people. That will stop most situations from ever happening.
Yeah. I'm trying to get too far away from the comments. Misfit says, I've been trying to choose between a shotgun, PCC, or 10.5 and 5.56. I think he's obviously talking about home defense.
For home defense, yeah.
Yeah.
Number one, why not buy all three?
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what the correct answer
Number
is.
two, I already said every home should have a shotgun. And especially, all right, check this out, Misfit. Don't count a shotgun in that. My shotgun, and I saw it, I mean, back when Walmart was still selling guns, right? My wife bought my shotgun for Father's Day so I could go hunting. Brand new Mossberg Maverick 88 pump shotgun. It was $170. I saw it 3 years ago for $180 at Walmart. So I wouldn't even count that. That's like an optic. That's like the cost of an optic. I wouldn't even count that. So if I weren't going to pick between those, I would say definitely buy the shotgun because it's cheap, and then buy the pistol caliber carbine. That's my thought.
Okay, what else we got? Cody, I stole some of the comments, but Corbett Ragnar did like your comment about how you were peppering up the random people who were far away and just dropping the birdshot on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're saying, Mr.
Self-correcting.
AR already go with the shotgun. See, get them all. Oh, this is what Joe was saying. I'd say the most notorious sound in the world is the sound of a pump action shotgun. That's what we
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's no joke. It's no joke. I mean, if I wasn't going into the house, unless I'm highly intoxicated, I guess, and if I was a bad guy and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go in and see what kind of jewelry they got in here, and I heard from the other door, I'd be like, I don't care what kind of jewelry they have. I wonder what kind of jewelry their neighbor has. Like,
I'm getting out of here.
yep. Oop, never mind.
Yeah, so then Corporate Ragnar says, like we were talking about, slug will kill anyone's shot center mass, even with level 3. Yep. This is a great point. This is one thing we kind of send home. The best home defense gun is the one you're trained the most with.
I agree.
So it comes down, something we talked about a long time ago is like, we'd much rather have somebody who's trained with a crappy gun than have a fancy gun they don't know how to use.
I wouldn't say crappy. I would say trained with a gun, maybe not necessarily the best for the situation.
Okay, good, better.
Here's my thing. I have. Let me think. I have the AR-47. That's an AR pistol. I have the 300 Blackout. Now I have a 10.5-inch 5.56, and then I have the 9mm, all in AR pistols, right? And for home defense, the best round to use for home defense is going to come out of that 9mm because it's bigger in diameter, it's moving slower for over penetration, and the hollow point. I know you can buy hollow point rifle cartridges. I know you can buy them, but they do not sprawl open as much as a 9mm, 40 or 45. So pistol caliber carbine over 5.56 or 2.23 any day of the week. But I stick by my first answer. You should buy all 3.
Cody, if you want to take over, I'm right at the comment talking about Harry and the dragon's breath. Which is what is so?
Don't use that. You'll go to jail. You will go to jail.
What's the dragon's
breath?
breath?
White phosphorus shot out of a shotgun. So not only does it like embed into your skin, but it catches things on fire. Like not spontaneously combust, but it's burning through into your skin and stuff. You'll go to jail for that. Don't do it.
Have a fire extinguisher handy.
Yeah.
So
because
when you're sitting on a shotgun,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, our home defense shotgun set up to where it's got birdshot in it. That's your warning. So you got birdshot scattering over your head. The next shot is gonna be some slugs. So we have that set up. So and also I know that if there's an animal, I can scare it off with the bird shot, and if it continues to come, it's getting a slug. Yep. So it works both ways at our house. But I'll tell you that I got that PC carbine down there. That's killed quite a few raccoons. So other than my bug assault, it's the most deadly weapon in my house.
How many confirmed kills does the bug assault have now?
I don't know. I lost count.
I bet you my shotgun had close to your bug assault.
Your shotgun does?
Yeah. Dude, in Idaho, we used to slaughter pigeons. So there's cracks in the earth by Mountain Home Air Force Base.
Oh, you told me about
pigeon would come in there to roost, and we would fill up our cargo pockets, with 50 rounds per pocket and a backpack full of ammo. And we would come over the hill, and a couple birds would see him fly out, and nobody shot yet. And we would come down, and then everybody would get set up, and like, ready. And you just start shooting in a nonstop shooting for 15 minutes. As fast as you can get round out of your pocket and into your gun and just firing. And then what we did, we took the pigeon and we set them up as decoys. And a small little tester flock would fly in, right? You don't shoot at them. They would fly in. They would come out of nowhere. It's flatter than anything. And all of a sudden they would come in. You didn't see them coming. And you just let them do it. And then 10 minutes later, here comes the whole flock back. The entire flock back. And I'm talking roughly 2,500 pigeons. And it's like, all right, game on again. And we pop up and do it again. We do it every weekend in the summer.
So three things.
Did somebody ask you to do this, or was this just something you just needed to do?
Pigeon her sky rats, number one. And number two, they're varmint in Idaho, and you can shoot as many as you want all the time.
Yeah. Huh, okay.
I hate pigeons.
I'm sure I would.
If stupid what are the blue ones called, Cody, here in Colorado?
Oh, magpies?
Yeah. If stupid magpie were on the varmint list, they would get it too. But they're protected.
Magpies are super intelligent. So three things, Joe. Not to one up your story, but I have twin 3-year-old little girls. I have horses
who like to leave the door open. I get where you're going.
And just to add on to that, my kids leave food everywhere. So there's flies. Yeah. So typically, after work, when I go downstairs, probably not. Not you saying thousands. I don't.
No, we only did that I only did that for a couple of years, and it was fun though. It was fun.
I stand in the kitchen and just wait for one of them to be stupid enough to move, and then I'm like, pow.
You need to do that one day, in all your gear, like your ears, your ear pro, your full kit. You need to be full kitted up and do that.
Speaking of bug assault, they came out with a revolver.
Oh, really?
And it's super stupid expensive, or else I would have already had it. But it takes CO2, and then it has like it almost looks like the old school pop guns.
Caps.
Remember the little snap caps? Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. You put it in there, and it shoots that out with CO2. That's why it's a little more expensive. I want one, but they're like $150, which is how much the rifle was when they first came out, and then they came down.
Yeah, it's like $60 now, isn't it?
Yeah, like
and that proves my point on how cheap a shotgun actually is. You can buy a bug assault or a 12-gauge shotgun for the same price.
Whichever one.
Palmetto State Armory had shotgun every ad for the last 3 weeks. There was one that had a M4 stock with a pistol grip and a pump action shotgun. I don't know how good it is, but it was $150. Go put 500 rounds through it, and if it doesn't have a malfunction, then use it for your house.
Misfit was saying
I'd get an 870.
That's what they're talking about. Yeah.
I have two. I have a left-handed 870.
So Joe, Misfit did say he has all three, and he's been rotating what's next to his bed. So
nice. Yeah, I have my 7.62 by 39 AR by the front door in my flag that you guys haven't seen yet. Jason needs to do that video. My shotgun downstairs. I'm terrible, but I have my 9mm on my dresser, my 9mm AR, and 2 more 9mm just because.
Yeah, I have to say, for Misfit having all this, he's got a good setup in order for gear and guns and stuff. He keeps talking about him being a little dude. He better bulk up. We're just gonna go over there and just borrow some stuff.
Right? Yeah. Don't buy steel plates.
Don't buy steel. You're not on our team. No steel plates.
We're coming for your house first. If I shoot your plate, I get three of your buddies standing around you. I don't know who said it, but Walking Claymore went hilarious. That was funny.
That was funny.
So Ragnar brings up a good point. I know Braden has talked about a couple times in the chat, but a 5.56 barrel shorter than 14 inches is less than optimal. So if and when the Ruger comes out with the adapter to take my SIG magazines, I'll be super happy. I do have a Glock 19. That's our bedroom gun. She don't come out to play that often. So I do have my Ruger set up for Glock mags. But the day they come out with that adapter for SIG, I'm buying one. I got SIG magazines coming out of my rear end, so that would be nice.
I say that less than optimal if you plan on shooting more than a couple 100 yards.
Yeah.
If you live in the jungle, I'd have a 10.5 inch, 12.5 inch 5.56. But yes, I agree. If you want to do suppressed or you want to do shorter barrel, 7.62 by 39 or 300 blackout are a better round for it.
So Zachary brings up a good point. He says, not a good big fan of the PCC. Check the mag in your current pistol. I bet it's close to 20 rounds. So I will say I have a Strybog. It's a 30-round mag. I think I only put 25 in there. My pistol holds 20 in one of the chambers. So you're right, very similar, but from like a home, and this is something we want me and Joe actually. It's on the list to do. It's a funny idea we had, and it was PCC versus pistol for home defense. Which one would you actually be faster with? Which one would a spouse be faster with? Because I could just give my wife the Strybog and be like, put this on your shoulder, put your hand here, but don't touch this until something bad happens.
This is the bang switch.
This is the no spot. Put your hand up here. With the pistol, I mean, Joe is still teaching me how to shoot a pistol properly, still going through, and I had like at least 10 or 12 different things I was doing wrong on a pistol after having shot thousands of rounds. I'm like, okay, well, you're doing this wrong. Okay, you need to change this. Okay, this is a small tweak you got to do. So for home defense, I love PCCs. I like them better than pistols. My argument was I could use my SIG P320 better than he could use a PCC, and Joe was like, there's 0% chance. And it's just a fun, I think I'm wrong too, but it'd still be a fun one to test out.
Yeah. You didn't used to think you were wrong. You do now, though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Zach. If you're that proficient on your pistol, use your pistol. You can clear your house. You can pie corner. You can do a lot of stuff a lot better with a pistol. You can bring it in a lot closer, right? Where people don't think about that much and moving and shooting. I can move and shoot way better with something stabilized up against my shoulder than I can holding it out, right? Especially when clearing my house, because now you're holding your pistol in here and you're having to move and shoot, right? And I move fast. When I clear stuff, it's just the way that I've decided to do stuff.
And you so
I
much
move
more
fast.
compact. Like
Right.
Joe brings a good point. I can just come right around corners and I'm right there to get a good spot with your pistol. You're kind of out there.
Yeah, and it's a lot easier to maintain the dot in a bigger red dot than it is on your pistol. So go to the range and get squat down, low on your hips, and walk quickly, and keep that red dot. I mean, try to do it in your house. Try to clear your house. Walk up your stairs. Move quickly up your stair with your red dot and see how many times you lose sight picture sight alignment.
So something fun. So Joe's actually going to be getting one of the black beards from Mantis. And so hopefully we can do some drills. Hopefully we can actually test this. Well, me and him can run a drill, like have someone set up stairs in the house. You got to run through, and try to clear all the threats with a PCC and do it with a pistol with the targets moved, and maybe run it 3 or 4 times and kind of see the difference in time. It's something I'd love to see. I think we have the equipment now where we could test it and have some fun with it.
Yeah.
And big thing about the PCC. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Cody. Go.
I was just gonna say a big thing with the PCC is, in my opinion, it's a good truck gun. Like I had my Ruger as a takedown, right? So it's a good truck gun, backpacking gun. In the military, your pistol is your secondary, right? So a rifle or something long arm is your primary. But the way we function in our house is our pistol is to get to something bigger. Same thing with the PCC, really. I mean, I could probably put down a lot more accurate rounds with the PCC and then get to something bigger. But again, the argument with the limited ammunition, my PCC also has a 50 round drum magazine too, if I need it. But again, those type of weapons, your shotgun at the front door, PCC, those are to get the bigger, capacity and bigger rounds if you got to fight long term.
It's not really fair to Zach because I'm comparing a completely different gun than most people have for their PCC. That's not really fair because I have the CMMG mag inserts that go into a PMag. I have the CMMG delayed radio blowback bolt and barrel. So my PCC is a tiny little AR that all the buttons work like an AR, which I know inside and out, and my mag's 30 rounds. So if a lot of people build their PCC in an AR platform that accepts Glock mag. So I get what he's saying. If you're proficient enough and you can move you can move and clear a house and you practice enough, then go for it. But like Walsh is saying, I think that the learning curve for a rifle a lot less than a pistol. So if you're someone or your significant other don't hit the range all the time, like Walsh was saying, it's a good cover weapon. Just trust your spouse a lot, I guess, or double up the plates in the back.
So Misfit's trying to start some political stuff.
Don't do it.
He says, anyone annoyed with the lack of comments on the ATF brace notice? There are millions of AR pistol owners. There should be millions of comments.
There should be.
Oh, are we gonna call F3 out? Raise your hand if you submitted a comment.
I need to. Yeah, see, that's what happens. We're lazy. That's the truth of it. I'm totally on board. Yeah, I need to go on. I should. Yeah, Joe.
I wrote a whole page. I didn't even do any of the copy and paste crap. I wrote a whole page.
No, I did. I did make one. No, I did. I remember because you yelled at me enough. I think you yelled at me like 4 times. Like, did you do your stick? I was like, oh my good grief.
I asked for a copy of Joe's letter, and I was like, I'll just send it again.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I remember.
I just forgot about it.
I asked a bunch of complicated questions. I was like, okay, yeah, here's my questions.
Life. That's all right. We got some gun stuff headed to the Supreme Court. I won't make it political, but
yeah. So Misfit,
hopefully we get some wins.
Misfit, the answer is most people are lazy. That's the common. This is the common denominator. I'm lazy. Me. I'd be super mad if it happens, but I'd also be part of the problem because I didn't do enough either. So yeah.
I'm lazy and I have the memory of a goldfish. You guys know that. Misfit knows that.
I do too. Joe, did you do this thing you promised to do? I'd be like, nope.
Yeah. I own 4 of them, and I have 2 in the locker ready to build out once I figure out what I'm doing. So it's near and dear to my heart. I'm not getting rid of those.
I'm going to jump to this Sam Fisher comment because so he says maybe at some point we should talk about some 80% stuff. I'd like to hear some takes on New York. Blah 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 blah. In reality, I guess Jason does. Jason does a lot of the 80% stuff. I don't know if you do, Joe.
Did
I have one?
You have one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy I worked with. He let us come on his channel and talk to us about some stuff. P80 Ralph. He's really awesome. He knows that stuff backwards and forwards. We couldn't possibly. I don't want to speak out of turn for Joe, but I couldn't possibly know half of what he knows. I would recommend talking to him if you want to know some P80 stuff. He's the one to go to do all that.
So I have a P80 build. The Glock, the handgun. I haven't done any ARs. I don't care. To put it simple, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'll go down to my local gun store. I'll buy one. There's no registry for them as of right now. So good luck tracing them. I mean, I abide by all the laws, but nobody knows what I have and what I don't. So that doesn't bother me. But I wanted a P80 build mainly because of the grip angle and because I painted it for Jason and he never built it out. So I bought it back off of him. That's that really cool black, white, and gray digital camo that hurts your eyes. That's mine. And I painted it for Jason, and he liked the distressed white, and that's what he carried. He had 2 identical guns that he was going to build out. And I'm like, have you, like a year and a half later, have you built out that gun? And I'm like, no. I'm like, what are you waiting for? You're like, well, this one's my favorite. I'm like, well, give me the other one. He was my favorite.
Yeah, that distressed build actually started all the other distressed builds. We're like, let's do a whole rifle like that.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, order the parts.
Because I wanted to do all the distressed stuff, and everybody, I'm like, no, that looks like crap, or that would be dumb, or because you have to use a bright color. So I was using white. I wanted to use white a lot, and nobody went brave enough. But Jason said you can paint it however you want.
And it turned out awesome.
But know that the 80%, the whole 80% realm is going to be the scapegoat for all the gun control stuff, right? So every time something happens, that's the first thing people talk about. Oh, they got these 80% guns. People are making them in their garage. So know that that's always going to be the first thing people point at. So
yeah, if you're playing with that,
a lot of I was going to say it brings a lot of unwanted attention. Now, like Joe says, people don't know you have it, but if somebody were to come over and find out, and I just think it's going to be the first thing to go when stuff really hits the fan.
People don't know that I have probably over 90% of my gun, especially I think in Colorado they're only required to keep the information in the database for a week or something like that. It's crazy. The FFL has to keep it longer for federal law, but you would have to know you'd have to go to every gun store in Colorado effectively to know what guns that I own, and those are just the ones that I bought in Colorado. Before that, I lived in Idaho where I could buy a gun off of friends. So good luck to you. But they're going to call for them, and either you're going to turn them in or you're not. Either you're a law-abiding citizen or you decide no, that's your choice. But it doesn't matter if it has a serial number or not at that point. Either you're going to turn it in or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the grip angle. I like the grip angle of the P80, man. That thing's sweet.
Yeah. No, I mean,
sorry, go ahead, Cody.
I was just going to say, it's amazing what they do with those polymer, like on the polymer side. Obviously, with the lowers for the ARs, there's not much you can change for that. Everything's normally some kind of like a standard. But for the Glock stuff and the polymer lowers, I mean, that's amazing some of the stuff they do with those things.
Yeah, because before the Glock Gen 5, I mean, I only messed with Glock back in like Gen 1 or 2 or whatever. Mm-hmm. Cody, what are yours? I shot yours.
I got a 4.
Gen 4? Mm-hmm. Is that the 40 to 22? That's the one I shot of yours. The conversion.
That's a SIG. That's a SIG.
Oh.
That's a
maybe
that's a 229 and a 22.
That's right. I didn't shoot your Glock, but the grip angle all jacked up and it didn't work for me. So I've never really played with Glocks, but that's why I was so interested in the Polymer 80 because it has the grip angle of a 1911 supposedly, and it feels like a 1911. So it's like having a polymer double stack 1911 bottom with a Glock slide. Yeah. That sounds cool in my book.
I think Padilla is just he just blew a big old puff of smoke up Walsh's butt, so I bet he's excited to talk about this.
Well, I was gonna say one thing about the P80s real quick.
Yeah.
And this is kind of with the legal disclaimer, but if you have those, I would probably, kind of what we were saying, I would treat them discreetly. That I wouldn't post any of that. I wouldn't show any of that. Nope. I wouldn't do any of that. Like,
and I would make them in
carry gun you have. Like, you don't show anybody your concealed carry. That would be something. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not giving you advisement, but that would not get photos taken of ever.
I would make them into something. Do not leave them in their configuration. You got it because it's not a firearm. If they deem that it is, you know what I mean? I would turn it into something. Then at least a gun, it's grandfathered in, blah, blah, blah.
It'd be awesome.
Walsh, you brought up a good point that I didn't even think about at first, but if you do conceal carry it and you end up drawing it and using it, the police are going to want to see it.
Mm-hmm. They're going to take it.
That's going to be a bad
your legal gun, like Angry Sarge was saying, your legal gun a year ago ain't legal now. And
that's a great point. So I mean, if you guys have them and you're carrying them concealed or something like that, I'd maybe consider going legit with that. That's just my opinion, because I know what I'm going to do if I get in that situation. You know, I'm going to clear my gun and I'm going to lay on it and I'm going to hold my CCW permit in my hand and I'm going to lay on the ground. And the cops can come and they're going to see my permit. Whoever calls 911 is going to identify me as the good guy, right? There's a guy, a bald-headed guy with a beard. He's got a tactical girth shirt. He's the good guy. He's laying on his gun. Is cleared. He's got a CCW in his right hand, and he's laying on his gun. They're going to tell him all that stuff. So when they show up and they're like, "Is that a 80%?"
Where's the? Yeah, and you got to remember that not all cops are gun guys. True. You know, they're going to be like, my report has to have a serial number on it. Where's the serial number on that gun? And you're like, well, it's an 80%. And even if you're legal, man, I've seen people illegally arrested for a lot less.
Yeah. Or they just sort it out later. They arrest them now and they'll sort it out later. Yeah.
But that's all opinion. I have one. I love it.
We're just
Keep
giving you
building
general
them.
advisement. We as a team, if we ask these questions to each other, we would tell each other our thoughts,
Yeah.
and our thoughts would be I probably wouldn't do that.
One more thing, know the law about them through and through. Like, you cannot have a buddy come over and give you an 80% and you do the work and give it back to them. That's manufacturing a firearm for somebody else, and you have to have a manufacturer FFL in order to do that. So know the laws before you just start doing stuff with them.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thankfully, I don't have the hand dexterity. I just
Okay.
break it anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Welsh, you're only allowed to spend 2 minutes on that question.
Okay, 2 minutes then.
Go.
Padilla, I can do less than 2 minutes. Padilla, so talking about radios for prep. I think radios for prep are fantastic, and I think Baofangs are fantastic because they're cheap. You can use them quick and easy. You could get like 10 for your family because buying one radio for $200 doesn't really help you when you have a team of 8. So you can communicate with yourself, which is not that useful. So Baofangs are useful in that. They cause a little bit of noise over some spectrums, and some people who are snobs about radio, I'm talking fast to catch my time, are snobs about radio will complain about that, but they're snobs, and we don't care because they work just fine. So use your Baofangs. They're cheap. They're easy. If you learn how to use a Baofang and you get really, really proficient with it, at that point, you'll probably realize there's something better, like getting a crappy guitar, and then you realize this is garbage and get something better. But until that point, you don't need something better. And if you're really good with radios, you can make the Baofang work extremely well, and you don't need something else. So you could get Baofangs, get like 10 of them, call it a day. I have like 6. I just throw my carriers wherever else, and they're good to go.
This doesn't count against Walsh's time. He did a great job. That was like the micro machine guy with the at the end. So Sam said the Bay of Thongs. I love that. So that makes me question what it is you're actually type in your phone on a regular basis that your phone thought that's what you were talking about. But anyway.
Where's your autocorrect going?
Right.
Straight to the gutter.
Yeah, Walsh got me into the Bay of Thongs.
Yeah, Bay of Thongs, yes.
So
Bay of Thongs.
And I didn't want to do the whole license thing. So Braden did that. Walsh did that. I'm sorry. That involves studying, which I'm not about. So then he found out, you can get, what is it, GRS or
GRMS? Yeah, FRS.
GRMS.
Yeah, for families.
Yeah. So you just go on the website and you pay for the license and you get it in the mail and you can talk on it. You can't do all the cool high-tech stuff that Walsh does, but I mean, you can communicate. I can communicate with Walsh if I need to.
Yeah. So. And in your league, I mean, if it's in real like end of world scenarios, then we don't really care what the FCC has to say. We're going to use radio anyway. But if you want to be legal, you could be on FRS, GRMS channels, and you pay $25, and that's for 10 years for everyone in your family. It's the same cost as a single-use ham radio license. I can get my whole family. They'd have to take their own test. So in reality, you probably have an FRS, GRMS license on top of a ham radio license. So whatever. Yeah, UV5R is the one to go with. There's nothing broken on it. Get the actual Baofang version. You could get like Baotech. There's some weird ones. There's some weird ones that aren't actually Baofang. And of course, Amazon will give you the crappiest one as their number one suggestion. Get the actual Baofang UV5R, not the weird one that's super close but not the same.
Do you know what else is good for prepping? Do you know what else is good for prepping?
Food.
Eat food, and what else?
Water.
Oh my. Anything else?
Idea.
Can you think of?
Move to the next comment. Next comment, please. Before we.
Can you think of? Oh, there it is. There it is. A rifle that can reach out and touch somebody, especially one with an awesome paint job. That'd be awesome.
We almost made it. A whole.
That'd be awesome for prepping, dude.
God, I can't wait to get
a custom painted 6.5 Creedmoor. That'd be awesome.
I can't wait to get it back and just be like, just stop talking about it.
It's never gonna happen.
Sam's left-handed too. That's what I'm talking about.
So
taking over.
Sam, let me offer you some advice, this could be unnecessary. I was in the military for 20 years as a lefty, and for some reason when I first started buying guns, I need left-handed guns. I got a left-handed rifle. I got a left-handed AR. I got a left-handed shotgun. Actually, I got the shotgun first when I was 18. I bought the first AR I bought was left-handed. And then, of course, I looked for pistols that were, whatever.
Ambi.
But it's not necessary.
Nope.
It's not
in my opinion.
I'll say
it's not advice.
because I did the same thing. I bought a left-handed pistol. It's the least reliable of all of them because the quality control is a little bit sideways. I got a P320 just because ambidextrous. Now I have the Staccato that's right-handed only, and I'm having to relearn everything. Like, that's all the option is just right-handed. So you got to sort it out. So I got to baby deer it up for a little bit and try and figure this out. Where if I would have done it from the beginning, I would have been way better off.
It's just like the age-old adage or whatever, however you say that for cars. If you learn how to drive stick, then you can drive anything. Buy all the automatics after that you want because you already know how to drive stick. You can jump in anything and go, right? Yeah. At the end of the world, what's the statistic? It's a high percentage, 80, 90, somewhere around that.
90% right-handed.
90% of the world are right-handed. So end of the world apocalypse scenario and your gun breaks, number one, you're not going to find any parts for your gun. Mm-hmm. You will not find a bolt for your custom left-handed AR. You won't find it. What you are going to find an entire gun, but it's set up right-handed because 90% of the world is, and you're not really going to be able to effectively use it.
And Joe even told me, he's like, hey, Walsh, it's cool you have all those ambi controls, but don't focus on training those, because it could be we come to a scenario where your gun goes sideways and we don't have the time to fix it right now. Like, we may later, and you got to just grab whatever's there, and you better be familiar with those controls and know how to manipulate them at a moment's notice. Yeah, then we can fix yours and replace all the things, but you need to be able to operate that now. Yeah. So
Walsh has to be able to, if I'm covering down and he's out or broke or he dropped his gun down the side of the mountain and he has to reach over and grab my gun out of my drop leg, he has to be able to operate that gun.
Not be like, I'm left-handed, I'm not used to this.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have the 320 and other than, everything's ambi, you can move the magazine release. I have left mine in the right-hand configuration because when I carried a duty weapon or a duty pistol, I never moved the magazine release. So I just learned how to adapt it to it, and that's what I know.
So long ways train, I wouldn't. So I do have a left-handed bolt action because positional shooting is actually impossible to work the bolt. It's not. It just gets super wonky. So
that's different. That's a one-off gun that if it breaks, you're not finding parts for it anyway. And that's different. Yeah.
Like,
if it's funny, if it's your go-to-war gun, then don't.
It's funny. Some precision shooters they prefer the offhanded bolt, right? So I'm left-handed. I would prefer the right-handed bolt. Some people do.
Yeah, because then you never have to take your trigger hand off the gun.
But see, you'd think so. And I say this.
I know.
I know. You can hit yourself in the face with a bolt.
Well, that's not what I'm worried about. So usually when I'm all set up and I'm all situated and I have like all my bag pressure set up perfectly, and I'm barely doing anything with the trigger finger, and I got to take all this apart. So I got to undo all this to this and then get back into position, get reset up. Doing this, that's nothing. That's easy. I can stay right set up, right on target.
I'm gonna make a dig.
My bag hand.
I'm gonna make a dig on Walsh right now, and he's gonna get mad at me for it. But that's because you're a range long distance shooter.
Oh.
If you had that gun slung across your back and you had to drop down into the prone and take a shot, you wouldn't be setting up all that shit, dude.
Oh, okay, true. Oh, well,
you'd throw your backpack down, you'd lay it on top of your backpack, and you'd fire for effect.
Yeah, but either way, I'd still have that. I'd still have my hand, I'd still have my hand crested underneath on my shoulder, catching the rifle buttstock. I mean, I'd still be set up there, and if I have to like unglue and do everything, like, hold on.
Here's an even better option for you: semi-automatic.
Ooh,
they're lethal out to 1,000 yards. Just buy an AR-10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna throw smoke at Savage real quick if they're listening, which I doubt it. But Savage, I wanted your impulse rifle, and I couldn't find it. When I had the money ready, I was gonna send it. That's all I wanted, and could never find it. And I haven't heard diddly squat about those rifles, and it makes me sad.
I heard bad things about them. I saw some reviews. They were
really
bad. Yeah.
Friction bolt. I could have told you that could be bad off the get go.
Yeah, but you can move it. You can move the bolt around for different handed shooters. I like that.
I don't have them problems. You
How
know what
far
they
down
say
are
about
you?
left-handed people, right?
What, they're great people?
No, they're the only people in the right mind.
That's true.
God.
It's
But
true.
I'm ambidextrous.
Oh, I need to take this question. This is a fantastic one because I have a lot to say about it.
What is it?
Tell me about the
I want to talk
509
about this
T.
every time.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Let's
gosh.
talk
I'm
about
gonna spare.
battle belt
I'll spare
and
these guys. I'll
flashlights.
spare them. I'm gonna do
No,
a
I'm
video on
kidding.
it. I'm gonna do a
No,
video
go
on
ahead.
It. It has an adapter plate. Okay, listen. Here's the deal. Unless you're gonna buy your own special adapter plate, don't get the 509T. You have to have a different adapter plate than what comes with it, because otherwise you're gonna put two adapter plates on top of each other, and it's gonna be super stupid and super annoying. Because
Is
it
that
comes
the
with its own
Macintosh?
adapter plate, and so let's say on a Glock you would have the RMR adapter plate. So you put the RMR adapter plate on, and then you put the 509T RMR plate on top of that, and then you mount the optic, and then it's like up on the moon. So you got to buy the actual adapter plate.
Is that your 80s futuristic site?
Yeah.
So
The
that site looks like an
Mantis.
80 out of an 80s movie where they're doing a futuristic movie, doesn't it? That looks like
No, it
something
looks.
that you would see on like Demolition Man, dude.
No, it looks like the Macintosh monitor.
It does.
Yeah, that
I told
too.
Joe I'm gonna play the
Like
Macintosh
I could just
boot up
see it
sound.
like with an actual like green screen with the red
Oregon
in it,
Trail.
and yeah, and all of the grid pattern in the green screen, like technologically advanced for the 80s. It would look like
got syphilis.
it looked.
So, I don't love the 509T. And I'll tell you why in the whole video, but I'm going to give this one to Joe because this is a very Joe and Cody question.
What is it?
Question: when you're clearing, what is the stance you take to try to get a lower stance, or do you generally take more of a standing position?
And clearing.
You definitely need to be low. 100%, you need to be low. Look up Jerry Michulik's video on it because he done a great job of explaining it. You need to be low and you need to go heel to toe. So you have to put your heel down and then roll into your toes. And you have to practice that walking around Walmart, and everywhere you go, you look like an idiot. You look like you're trying to walk like a gremlin. But you have to practice it everywhere. So you get your hips down low. Think about if you were running down the football field full speed and you want to break down to tackle somebody. Are you going to do that from standing straight up, or are you going to do that from what position? That position or what you need to be in when walking and shooting.
And this is kind of a thing too, Joe. Would you be bladed? I guess it would depend on if you have a carrier on or not. Bladed or straight?
Straight.
Yeah.
Because that's how I've trained. That's how I've trained my whole life. I'm not going to go to a full weaver stance because I've trained a modified weaver my whole life. And I'm not, when you're in that mindset, you're not thinking, oh, do I have a plate carrier on? No. So then I can be completely like this. Oh man, I have my plates on, so I better turn that towards the enemy. No, just do the modified weaver for the rest of your life if you're going to wear any type of body armor. Because look at this.
And also,
if I'm right here and I get shot, I get hit my plate. If I'm right here and I get shot, I just gave you the best kill shot in any hunting scenario. Double lung heart. I just gave it to you. I gave you a double lung heart shot. I'm dead. There's no coming back from that.
See, I knew you guys would love this question.
And also, you want to stay off of cover. Like, don't get up against cover because you want to be able to pie corners and lean out. And if you're up on cover, then you gotta move your whole gun out to aim, right? There's a whole. I mean, we could talk about this for days.
Yeah, unless you're coming to my house. If you're coming to my house, stand straight up. Don't wear body armor. Go into a full weaver stance and hug your cover like crazy. If you're coming to my house to steal my stuff, do all that, please.
It'll be perfect.
Yep. And if you're gonna wear armor, wear steel plates, and bring all your friends and have them stand beside you.
And we'll put the old caveat disclaimer out there. We're not level 1000 wizards. We're just some regular old bubbas that have some advanced training.
I like how
And we
the
talked-
level of wizardry just keeps going up. Like it was level 100, now it's level 1,000. It'll be like level 10,000 soon.
Well, that was some 1,000 level details that Joe just spit out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
are not Grandmaster Wizard level.
He's
1,000.
proven that he's not a level 100 wizard. He's
it's
above
up
that.
there. It's like 105.
Nah, bro, I'm still Leroy Jenkins, bro.
Hey, this is a good one. This is a good one for you
At
guys.
least I got chicken.
Misfit says, I jumped a couple comments, Cody, but you can feel free to grab some. It
No,
said, by the way, I got a package deal from Swamp Fox from July 4th. I'm really impressed with the glass feature and value. We've heard nothing but good things. Sean, he works with Joe, does a lot of stuff with Swamp Fox. I can't get them to say hi. So, I mean, we'd have to grab some. We have a few optics. I think Jason has a few. Joe has a few. Joe has some of the old ones. The newer ones are better. They have like clicking and actually optics and stuff. But I would love to see their Arrowhead. I'd like to see some of their LPVOs, honestly. I heard a lot of good things. I would love to play with those. If you want to, this would be fantastic. Bombard the epic crap out of them and their Instagram that you would love for Thin Line Defense to check out their optics. Annoy them till they finally talk to us.
Yeah, do it.
Hey, but you can't,
because they have great glass.
Yeah.
They
I'll
have
give it
great
away.
stuff.
If they get us one, I'll give it away in the live chat. So if y'all can get us one, I'll give it away. Don't matter.
But you can't hate on their package deals. I mean, they always got pretty good deals.
What's funny, Jason got that same package deal.
Yeah.
Is that the one we were showing?
On the 4th of July?
It might have been the one right before that, but it went the Liberator and the 2 pistol red dots. Remember the micro and the regular set, the RMR size, whatever you call it.
We were looking at the LPVO ones, and I was like, dude, I'm about to buy this. It was just, I was like,
dude, I want one of their Warlocks or whatever it is. I want one of their distance scopes. I think their distance scopes are one of the best scopes for under $1,000, dude. I want one. I'm with Walsh. And what really sucks is they're right here in Colorado.
I don't know if Angry Stars wants to share this, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about code for holsters for. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Something's on sale.
Is that MGD? No, MGB. Okay, I'll have to make an inappropriate comment.
No, we'll have to see what's on sale. I don't know exactly what's on sale. I'm sure if you go, maybe it's Swamp Fox.
Maybe. Nah, Swamp Fox wouldn't give off a 20% coupon.
I don't know.
You could do a short.
Which one?
Yeah, don't you have some Instagram?
I do. Are we talking about the AR-10, the one that's gone? I have some of it.
Yeah. Why don't we bring up some of those beautiful pictures so we can?
Oh my god, I'm working. Hold on, I'll get it.
So we can relive the tragedy.
I'll mute my mic.
Yeah. I'm gonna be underneath my desk crying. If you all need me. I'm gonna tell you all the worst part. You wanna know the worst part? I painted that rifle for dirt cheap because it was for a friend. And then that friend, instead of giving me the option, the chance to buy it back from him, he sells out from underneath me, and he sells it for a hell of a good deal because he got a hell of a good deal on the rifle. Of course you did, because I spent 3 months finding the sales, and then I painted it dirt cheap because it was for my buddy.
That gun cost nothing. Like, that was pre everything. It cost nothing.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have here? So here's something.
Are these
ones we're trying to see? We're not trying to see those ones.
No,
not those.
Those are still in our collection.
Okay. Oh, here's the one we're talking about.
Ooh, that's my P80.
Yeah,
that's my P80.
Beautiful. Where is the? It's not on here.
Oh, I wonder why.
I wonder why. I wonder where it went. I'm sure I have it. Here. Most people have not seen this.
I hate that gun.
I love this gun. Joe, you hate it because you ruined it.
Dude.
So in case you were wondering, this is a distressed Cryptek 50 Beowulf. Look at that muzzle brake. Look at that muzzle device. That thing is so awesome.
With that gun, I learned how tattoo artists feel.
Just ruining some of their art.
Yeah. Where they have all the cool ideas and they want to do the best job that they can, and somebody just dead set on having it a certain way. I mean,
Look at
his
that.
gun, and
Yeah,
he
that's
paid for it.
awesome.
I'm just giving him crap, but I took a very beautiful paint job and destroyed it with Scotch brake pads.
I don't know where
It
I
looked
put
awesome.
Look at that 300 blackout at the very top, dude. That's so
No,
beautiful.
I love that. That's. So if
No,
you're
not
wondering,
that
that's
one.
not that one.
Not that
Which
one.
No,
No,
not that one.
no. Close them. Scroll,
Oh,
scroll.
this one.
Oh, look at that beauty.
Yeah, yeah,
Look
yeah.
at that beauty.
That's Joe's. Yeah.
Where are the triplets?
We don't have. I don't think we've ever shown all the Beowulfs together. So we
They
have
have
a
some
bunch
pictures
of.
on Instagram, I think.
This is Chris. This is Chris's. I love this one.
That's what that Cerakote job looked like before I
Whoa.
destroyed it.
Oh, I've always loved that one. That was a good one. But look, this is that 50 again. Like, oh god, look, you can see it
Speaking
all
of that,
tore up. You can see it all.
I still have Chris's 9mm in my.
Oh, here you go, Joe.
Yeah, beautimous.
See, people don't get to see half the like. Most of the time, we just spent like years just painting guns and then sticking them in a closet. Like, what are we gonna do with those? Man, one day we're gonna make like a cool channel and we're
That's
gonna like show
stupid
off
because we
guns and
can't
stuff.
show them on the live chat, dude. I would have them. I would have them all right here. I'd just sit here hugging them the whole show.
Yeah, we'd be like, look at this, look at these. This, I love that. This is mine. This is mine. See, oh, look at this old one. This is where we had the 507C offset, and I hated life. Don't do this. I hate it.
That's why I said that it probably wouldn't be a good idea on a shotgun. I've never tried it, but I know you hated it.
I just don't like the whole offset thing. Like, it's one of those things that like, it's really cool until you try it. Then you're like, wow, that's horrible.
That's chambered in 223 Wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't show the it. Don't even show that. That ain't your Tika anymore.
Well, you got the green one, yeah. You got the green one. Right.
Show the CZ and the AR, the matching paint job.
Yeah. Cody, are there any comments? I'm not looking at any of the comments.
Oh,
those are mine.
It's like, oh yeah.
And then the AR on the other side, I ghosted in a Punisher skull because I'm a dork and I like it.
Okay.
There's a picture of that further down.
Is there?
This literally is a copy of mine because that's that.
Yeah, that's the one that I built after I almost didn't send you yours.
Yours is the fluted barrel though, because I remember being mad you had the better barrel because that muzzle device though is so ridiculously good. I love that thing. What else?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is, right there in the center, in the middle.
Oh, there it is.
The middle picture. Aww,
it's all sideways.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, it's all wonkitude. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna pick on you a little bit, Joe. This is why you don't do dovetail mounts because
don't do it. It sucks.
It gets up in the moon. And you're like, I can see the sky from here.
Yeah, and you don't have backup irons, and it'll eventually wear out your slide. Where the dovetail go in. I'm changing that. Don't worry, guys. I tried to have that milled to put the right on it, but I would lose my iron sights, so I didn't get it milled for that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find one of the optics. I think the SIG, the Shield, and the bigger right-ons, they have the built-in rear sight into the optic. So I'll end up buying that and then getting it milled, so I can still have backup iron sights. But I'll have to. I bought the suppressor ready, one of the 21 round capacity for the CZ. But I'll have to change out the front sight. But whatever.
Hold on, I'm looking at some more images real quick.
Box TV optic monitor too. It just looks like it from like a cheesy 80s action film.
Oh, hold on. Do we have time? How are we looking at time? I've found something good.
We're at an hour 10 minutes.
Oh, we're way over. No, we're just kidding. Hold on. Wait till I see this.
Who cares?
I know. Oops. I have no idea what the comments are. Like, do we care?
You're talking. Sam's talking
for
about
our viewer. Sorry, go ahead, Cody.
Go ahead.
For our viewer, Walsh's the only one that cared about the time. He's like, oh no, we're over an hour.
We're over. Okay, so check this out, Joe. So we talked to people about the origins of things. Speaking of, I'm also angry that I'm still missing this dagger somewhere.
Well,
I think
you got to take that up with somebody else.
Yeah, I am annoyed that it's gone.
But back in Death Dealer Knives days.
Oh yeah, look at these. This is old school.
But I can't see anything. They're too small.
It's still small now.
Yes.
Hope it does. I hope it doesn't accidentally pop into your porn.
Oh, that's why. Okay, hold on. I'll fix that. Hold on. I can fix that.
Hilarious.
Stop that. Nope. Do this. Share screen. Hold on. I got this.
This is our tech guy, lady.
I got this. There we go.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's mine, dude. That's mine.
Right.
That's mine.
How do I do more pictures? Oh, there we go.
Dude, I love that thing.
Ooh,
I made that out of saw blade.
I made that out of saw blade. Don't worry.
Yeah. Look at the weight. Yeah, look at the weight difference. Can of Mountain Dew at 14 ounces, right?
Yeah.
Go back to boom.
6 ounces.
6 ounces. That's my survival hatchet, bro.
Imagine just winging a saw blade at somebody.
Oh, that Chris's karambit knife.
I remember you doing this one. I was like, you doing karambits now?
This
is like where it started.
This is where it started, guys.
Yeah, we're all like,
look at that bluing on that, dude.
Which one?
That was my Look at that bluing, dude. That made it look so cool. That was my first ever 1095 steel knife for Jason, and that's where Cerakoting started because he wanted that Cerakoted.
That's right, because he wanted to Cerakote it, and you're like, I don't have the stuff to Cerakote. You're like, well, how much is it?
Look at that little Harbor Freight sander, dude.
You can get stuff done, man.
Yeah, building my own jigs.
Yeah.
Craziness, bro.
Everyone's like, we asked for some certain very specific photos, and instead we got all of this like inline defense history. Look, that does it with that Cerakote, man. That does look good.
Yeah.
Joe, did you see that? Did you see that fixed blade I put in the chat?
I
bought 2 of them.
Is it awesome?
Yeah, it looks like you see that that adjustable wrench.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the handle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no! Look what I found. Oh, you're gonna be so.
Oh god.
Does this come up? Is this showing?
No. Nope.
No, it needs the other one. Hold on. You're
Don't show it. Don't show it. I know what you found. Don't show it.
Why?
Because.
You want this?
Would I showed you a picture of a child?
Look at that.
Oh god, dude.
Do you remember this? Do you remember these days?
Do you?
This is you painting that child that's now missing.
Yeah. That's me spending 2 days of my life so Walsh could sell it for $100.
$100.
Dude, that's all you charge for the paint job, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
I hate your face.
This wasn't even anything on it. Like, it looked a lot better once it was all like decked out with all the optic and everything.
And I'm just saying the hexagon with Walsh's idea, and he wanted just blanket hexagon, like fishnet, over the entire thing. And I
just turned out way better.
I did it my way.
Did it my way.
He didn't want blue in it either.
Yeah, look at that. We were gonna do orange, either orange or red, I think, at the time.
No, we were gonna do gray and black. The hell you wanted?
Oh, were they? People were like, let me see it. Let me see all these. Hold on, there's more.
Bro, there's some old pictures, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like guys, this goes back.
That's the one that's supposed to come to us, right?
No, I want to show that Chris's one because this is where it started. This one come up? No, this one's.
That's the one that you're supposed to get from Chris.
Okay,
so yeah,
because I want that back. I almost sold one of my gun, and I had killer remorse the minute that I sent it out.
I've always just been in love with this paint job. Like,
that's Chris's gun too.
Absolutely adore this.
Yep. Zoom in on it. Because everybody that's still here with us, I'm sorry that you don't have a life. But they never want me to do any of the blending because I send them picture of the process and it looks so good without me dusting in the coloring that they never want me to do it, and I do it anyway. And then they are like, "Oh, that looks so good."
So good, yeah. Yeah, I've always been a fan of that one. Yeah, so y'all just need to bug Joe to Cerakote more. I mean, we've been doing all the gun candy stuff, but he can do legit stuff. How do we do next? No, you don't want to go next anymore? No.
Misfit said, "Hex mags, y'all were pores."
Yeah, I still have a bunch. Pores. We still are poor. I don't know what Misfit. I don't know where you think we spend all of our money on stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That's mine. And the stock's painted now.
So
don't look at the stock.
We did. So main reason we got the hex mags we thought we were killing two birds with one stone because we could do the Beofang magazines and
Beowulf.
we could do 5.56.
Beowulf.
Beowulf.
Yeah, Beofang. We thought we could put radio in our magazine.
Yeah, we got for radio. There's Bay of Thongs. We thought we could put Beowulf, use Beowulf ammo in the same magazines. We're like, oh, these hex mags are perfect. They have hexagons. We have all the stuff with hexagons. It's perfect. We ended up getting a refund on a absolute ton of hex mag magazines, and they gave us more free ones. So we end up with a lot because we bought more stuff with them that actually worked. Because do not ever use hex mags for Beowulf because it does not work. Or 458 SOCOM. It pushes the round out the back of the magazine and then jams up your entire gun. So don't do that. All right. Are we just reminiscing?
Should I take Misfit to my gun locker real quick and make him super jealous and calling him pores?
Listen. Misfit was the one who has all of the. He's like, I have my third 2011.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it.
Hold on, let me take this comment down.
What?
Can you see it?
Gun Arts and Crafts refer to us by hat guy, mask guy, and bald guy.
Look, I still have hex mags in here.
Oh my goodness! Look at that! Look at that pile he's got.
Those are all 40 rounders. Oh, but I got some Magpool ones too. And I didn't show a single gun, Walsh.
Yeah, congrats. You didn't get us banned.
Right.
Today. Not today, anyway.
Not today. We're safe for the day.
Yeah. I'm just going to go, y'all need to get Joe to be Cerakoting more because this is, what we did. Don't ever build a left-handed gun. I'll tell you that right now. This thing looks amazing, but don't ever.
Yeah, and never try to Cerakote the blade.
Yeah, those shockwave
blades.
They're shoulder removers, and they don't paint and they don't last. You may as well just spray paint it because it's going to work the same.
Oh, look. There's my Springfield that I had to paint in order to prove to Walsh that I knew what I was doing so I could paint his gun.
Well, it turned out fantastic.
There's the first painted gun.
Yep.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, my match set.
The pistol.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else is in here. I'm trying to see if you've hidden my dagger in some of these photos somewhere. I don't think you have.
Probably not.
At one point, Joe was hoarding everyone's things. So let me show you this.
Hey, guns.
Don't the stream. Nobody sees it. Ha-ha.
That's true, but we did get one demonetized.
Yeah. Well, we don't monetize these ones anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's telling the truth. You can't be worried about somebody seeing it if nobody watches it.
Oh, true. That's true. That is very true. We're not even going to worry about these guys. Only 2 people watch them.
Listen, the 2 of us that are in the chat ain't worried about reporting you. So at one point, Joe had painted all of the guns, and we couldn't get them back from him because he didn't want to give them up. So he just kept taking pictures with them all together.
I wonder why I'm having separation anxiety.
And then one of them got sold, and we can't hear the end of it. Look at all these. So Misfit's going to make fun of us for pores because how many of these are sevens, the 1776 muzzle brakes, but 4
Oh, dude, get out of here. Get out of here. I still have them. Get out of here. It's $17.76, dude. There's no better price in the world.
Yeah, I've been slowly just sending.
That's the ones.
Put this on something.
Still on hat.
Yeah, I still have it on my AR-10.
I'm gonna send.
I would still have it on my 224 Valkyrie, but I changed to 6mm arc.
See what Misfit says? Nice family photo. I'm gonna send for that sweet comment, Misfit. I'm gonna send you
She's
a 1776 muzzle device, and you can put on whatever you'd like.
Yeah,
no Misfit can't win anymore.
Chambered in 6.5.
You can put on whatever. I just highly recommend you put on the 6.5.
You can cross-thread it on anything you want.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough reminiscing.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
The blue one is adopted. She gone now. Gone now.
That was a foster child that went back to the state.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, and come see Joe for some paint jobs. Yeah, he did my Tika recently. I know we did the video of his CMMG, the one we did in the Kraken. that what yours was
Yeah.
cracking? Yeah.
Yeah, mine
And then he
cracking.
did my Tika in Cayman, turned out awesome. I just gotta put that video together one of these days. I know I showed you guys some pictures of it, but I gotta put the video together.
Yeah, the Kraken changed color better than the Cayman, and the purple, the green one changing color the best, but they're pretty cool.
Did you paint that one yet?
No.
Oh, when did you do that one?
I ran out of guns, bro. Dude, every gun I own I painted except for like 3 of them.
Ooh, I'm still
And 2 are pistols. Like I even painted my wife's gun. I'm like, I don't have anything to paint. Let me paint this.
Sure, and it turned out really good too.
Yeah.
So Misfit did say AR-10 for the win. I was able to reach out to 500 yards easy my first range day, first I've shot, but I need to attend a PRS class. Me too. I really want to go to one. I could probably sit there and learn, but I think I just fumble through way more than I'd learn in a class. I don't really want to fumble through it. I'm sure I can sort it out. But
what caliber Misfit?
I think
Probably 308.
I think he's talking about 6. No, he's a smart guy. He's probably talking about 6.5. Walsh, did you review the Tika? I did. If you look at some of my older videos, I can probably link it. Hold on. Misfits, they really cost $17.76. Yes, they really do. They really do cost that.
They cost $70.76, and it's called the $17.76.
Failed me. It isn't 308. But I
Misfit
did
for the win.
I
did
Misfit. I had never shot long range rifles ever in my life. And I kind of had some good, just like a basic frame. Like Joe kind of walked me through some just basic stuff. Went out there for shot half MOA, 3/4 MOA groups. That Tika is bonkers.
Yeah.
So yeah, highly recommend the Tika.
Yeah.
But there's the video. There's a video on it. If you look for it, you can find it. It's not the sweet quality and jokes you get now. It's more just like, hi, I'm shooting and I am new at this. Oops, I missed.
It's more on Joe's level.
Yeah. Like, am I doing the right thing? Let's find out.
Is this thing on? How do you tell it's on?
Like, well,
there's no light.
It was turned on.
A mic, a dead cat. No, I don't want a dead cat for my camera. Why would I put a dead cat on my camera?
Like, okay, guys, I need one of them dead cats. It's windy outside. So he says 308's cheaper and available. I get it. It used to be 6.5 was super easy. I was getting 6.5 everywhere, and it was like, yeah, it's definitely the one to go to. Now it's like,
I'd say if your aspiration are 800 yards or closer, 308's the best that you can get.
There's so little margin of error for the 6.5 though. It's like, oh, I want to shoot. Like, oh, you want to shoot 200? Okay, go up 2 mil. Oh, you want to shoot 500? Okay, go up 4. Like, okay.
Yep. If you want to go up to 1,000, 308's hard because it comes out of supersonic.
How many mil adjustments is 308 out of 24? I have to look it up. I'm trying to see like how many mil adjustments it would be for 308 to get to 1,000.
Take your 6.5 and multiply it by 3 probably.
It's like 30?
Dude, it's gonna be a lot.
What?
And that bullet gonna be tumbling.
Because that's one thing
because
I like
it comes out of
it
drops subsonic at, I mean, depending on your cartridge, your load, everything else, but 800 to 1,000 it drops out of subsonic. So it starts, the percussion of the subsonic of the sound wave will actually make the bullet tumble, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm tracking.
I don't know, dude. That's level 1 million wizard shit. I'm over here trying to craft a healing spell and like turning my finger blue. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Well, guys, I got to get some sleep. It's our kid's first day of school today, and I am dead. So I don't know what else you had for us, Cody.
That's it. Let's wrap it up, guys.
All right. Well, I'm working on I'm doing a Haley hitchhike video, so I'm just going to do – I've been talking about this a bunch, so I'm just going to actually show you guys what the Haley hitchhike is. And then I'm working on some of the video for me taking the Staccato out the first time. And somebody was just really, really nagging me to show what my actual plate carrier setups are. So I'm going to try to get into those real quick so I can show you how I actually had the Agilite K19 set up, like the actual gear on it and what I was using and why I was using it. That's kind of where my head's at. If there's stuff you guys want to see, though, just message me. Joe's going to actually shoot that plate one day.
I'm not showing gun. I'm showing the plate.
Oh, noted.
Never mind the Mosin that I'm gonna shoot with that. Shoot that
I think you can
platelet.
show them. You can't touch them.
Oh, I can't touch it.
touch-
Oh, look.
Eh.
That thing, a hand-me-down 30-06, it had like a $40 Walmart scope on it. I haven't shot it in 20 years.
It's
So
gonna do fantastic.
wish me luck.
Good.
I'm gonna put-
I'm not Hat Guy. Hat Guy has some eyebrows. Look at them. I'm not Hat
Who
Guy.
is this
I'm
guy?
the Antiques Roadshow. You gotta remember, like we've already given me a cool nickname. Hat Guy is not cool nickname. I will get that on a nameplate though. Just be like, hey guys, it's me, Hat Guy.
That guy.
Oh, it's awesome.
But Joe, you planning on making that video, right? Is that what you're
I'm gonna
telling
try.
the people?
I'm gonna try. So I hinted to it. I don't think I hinted to it. I straight up told everybody I have a trigger, the TACCON trigger, to go and shoot and make a video and see how that thing works. Dude, it's gonna be crazy because it's not a forced reset; it's an assisted reset. So it pushes your finger out, but you don't actually break. You don't go past the reset. You have to actually lift up a little bit, and that's why approved by the ATF. So it just makes it a really awesome trigger.
So, and the plate he was showing is the LA Police Gear Level 4 plates, and you can use the discount code I just put in the comments that we fixed to save yourself some money on the LA Police Gear Level 4 plates. We really like those.
So I got the trigger doo-doo, and I got plates to shoot.
The doo-doo?
The trigger doo-doo.
Yeah, the trigger to-do. To-do.
Cool. And then yeah, I think we got some cool stuff. Cody's gonna go fishing one of these days, and we're gonna watch him.
Yeah,
and he's gonna.
And I can't even talk about the other thing that I did, can I, Walsh?
What thing? Sure. Yeah.
So for all my Hellcat brothers and sisters out there, I got to try out.
No, that doesn't exist. So we will tell you. We can say, hey, we're testing some cool stuff that should be out soon that we may have accidentally leaked last week that doesn't actually exist. And that's all we got for you.
I won't get yelled at by Walsh.
Hey,
you're gonna get some trouble.
Yeah, I got all my fishing stuff ready. Don't have my yak yet, but I got everything. I might do some bank fishing.
Yeah,
I might. Yeah, we'll see.
That'd be cool.
That's all we got, gang. That's it for this week. Y'all take care. Be safe. Take care of your loved ones.
Was that your magic spell? Was that your magic spell? Are you like summoning your magic spell, dude? Is that what we're doing now? Like we're trying to become level 75 wizards.
This is my way of saying, like, this if you see me doing this is me going, thanks to everyone who's come to our chat, who comes every week and is my favorite and always is here to support us. And I do it all in just like one wizarding spell, like wah wah. They're like, got it. You know,
that's gotta be. Let them know that gotta be level 55.
You were giving us some level like 200 stuff today. Like, okay, here's what you do. You gotta do this. This is pure operator magic.
Take it or leave it.
All right, boys. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next week.
Close it out, Cody.